So what I thought I'd do was a short advert for this new product of Horrow's and mine, this Bryce 7.1 Pro integrated ready-to-render environments and lighting. If you want to know more about it, you can see on the DAS 3D website than what's included, but I just thought I'd give you a quick rundown of how it actually works and what it does. I've got a scene here that I'm going to use from the set, so it's the kitchen one. It's actually Horrow's kitchen and it's amazingly tidy and clean. Well, it is compared to my kitchen anyway, probably shouldn't admit that. So I'm just loading that in. So here's the scene, and it looks a bit soft in the background because we're using the low resolution HDRI image to preview, but that'll be replaced at the end with a high resolution version. These two things on the table are just placeholders, so I can just get hold of those and take them away, and we're left with the empty scene. The scene isn't strictly speaking empty. There's some things in there that help set things up. So I'm just rotating the camera around to give it a different view. You can point this anywhere in the scene really. It's a full 360 degree HDRI image, but it also incorporates an area for you to stage things. And that's the easy part of using this product, if you like, is using these ready to render scenes. There are other components that show you how to set more sophisticated lighting up, but I won't go into that here. If you're interested in that, then you can check out the other videos. So here we are in the kitchen, and I'm going to bring in something from the Create library. I'm going to bring in my friend, the alien, which is he's in here somewhere. Okay, and there's another video on my channel there that shows you how to import from DAS Studio, so I won't go labour that point. So I'm just showing you I'm bringing him in, and I've placed him on the floor area here. Let's see, and the shadows have already been created, because although it looks like this is all HDRI, part of this is just floor. And so there's my alien. I'm going to bring in a prop now from DAS Studio, and here's a prop, and all I need to do, having got it out of DAS Studio, is send it to Bryce, and then I'll go back into Bryce. Go and go up here, and there's the saucer. I'll just zoom back a bit slightly. This square is the tabletop which we're rendering onto. I'm just going to position that in the scene. It's a little bit fiddly to do that, and have a quick render. Now you can see as things come over from DAS Studio, sometimes the materials need sorting out. So I thought that would be a handy thing to include in this video, is just sorting these materials out. So if I select all the materials, because they all seem to be using the same thing, and first of all, it's all too reflective, so I'm going to reduce the reflection, and that will do for most of this object here. So you can see now it's far less shiny, but this dome on the top could probably do with being transparent. So I'll select the canopy there, go into the material lab, and I'm going to, oh, I need to get rid of ambience. I didn't realise there's so much ambience in there. Mind you, it's set black. Really don't want ambience in these scenes, because they were using more sophisticated lighting anyway. So this dome, we'll make it fully transparent. We'll make it we'll give it some refraction so it looks like glass, not too much so it looks like a thin glass. Right, and here the transparent set to black, so that's going to stop light travelling through it, so we need to set that to fully white. And oh, that's Camtasia causing that problem there. It's when I'm recording it, it sometimes makes the menus linger. So I'll set the volume to fully white. That'll allow the light to travel through it, and we don't need any diffuse for this. So now we've got a glass effect there. I'll just set that blob in there so it's not taking the diffuse from the material channel. So we've got a nice glass material. Give that a quick render. So now that the top's been turned into glass where the canopy is, we've got our alien in the scene, and the last thing to do then is to upgrade this background from the lower resolution HDRI image to the high resolution one, so we can see things are nice and sharp. That's easy enough to do. Go into the image based lighting tab, open, navigate to where the HDRIs are, select the higher resolution HDRI, that's the 3840 pixel version. Open that. Now it doesn't look the same, that's because it needs tone mapping, so just use the Bryce tone mapper. It'll take a little while because we're tone mapping quite a large image, but the whole process is automated, and it'll make appropriate decisions. So now we've restored the lighting there. We can't see anything in the preview even when we render in scene because we need to add that in as a backdrop. And the final thing to do then is turn the sun back on, because the sun is acting as the main light source. It looks a bit different in here because you can't see true ambient rendering in the preview in the Skylab there, but looks okay here. It's giving us a render time of 2 minutes. If we want the very highest quality rendering, then in the render options we can select 256 rays per pixel, so that's twice and twice again. So you'd expect this to take about 8 minutes to render on the very highest setting available to us. So let's see, 8 minutes and 5. So I'll just pause the video there and you can see what it looks like when it's done. There then is the final render, and just to be clear, this product doesn't come with the Toon Alien and this spaceship. They're part of another thing that you can get from DAZ 3D here. So that's where I got those characters. I was just using them in this product to demonstrate how you can incorporate things taken from DAZ Studio or generated within Bryce. It doesn't really matter. And if you want to know more about this, as I say, you can check out what's in the included features list here. Plenty of tutorials to help you use this, as well as more advanced tutorials to take things a bit further if you want to look more into the lighting methods employed in this product. Okay then, so that's the end of this short advert.